Hi people, welcome to another video on the channel. It is my review to Forest 1, Burnley 1. And oh my god, how bad were we? So it finished full time at the City Ground just 5 minutes ago. It finished Forest 1, Burnley 1. Overall, you know, in terms of the chances that both sides created, a point is a fair result. However, when you take a deeper dive into it, Burnley went 1-0 up late on in the first half, and yeah, it was annoying, but overall on the balance of the first half, Burnley created the better chances. We also did create some decent opportunities, but Burnley had the better quality of chances. So overall, fair reflection-ish on the first half. Second half, I felt we were better. Burnley, we still let them have more of the possession and that, which is, I don't know why we're letting a newly promoted side come and have a load of the possession, especially they haven't got any wins in the league this season, and arguably they've had one of the most fragile defences, and they've struggled when the opposition have controlled possession. Now, I know we haven't done that since like 2021, but still, we need to take the game to Burnley a bit more. And I think we did more than what we did in the cup game. However, I still think we could have done more, but then it was Hudson-Odoi on like 60, 70 odd minutes, can't quite remember now, with an absolute peach of a goal. Now, I know there was calls for handball on Owonyi. Quite frankly, I don't really care. However, I've only seen one replay and it looked very, very close. I do also think it might have been accidental. I don't think he's gone with the intention, I'm going to control this with my hand. So, yeah, but it was an absolute peach of a goal, in off the post as well. It was a lovely goal, couldn't get much more top corner from Hudson-Odoi on his Forest debut. Then obviously Burnley did take the lead again, and then it was chalked off for a handball apparently. I'm going to be 100% real here, it is never in a million years a handball. I don't know how we've managed to get away with that, but listen, we got shafted by decisions when we went to Old Trafford, so it's about time that we got a little bit of fortunate luck. However, we did also have a penalty appeal. I think it was in the first half, might have been early doors in the second actually, but we did have a penalty appeal that was waved away. So, yeah, but overall, we did get the more favourable decisions than Burnley did. And I would be absolutely seething with rage if it happened to us. So I can sympathise a bit with Burnley in that sense. But yeah, overall, if you look solely into the shots and the chances created, the possession, that sort of stuff, then probably a point is fair. I think we created the higher quantity of chances, but I think we almost panicked in the final third a bit. And but Burnley created, I'd say, the better quality of chances, the chances that forced Matt Turner to do more than what we first forced James Trafford to do. But yeah, I think if we honestly control possession a lot more, then I do think we would win this quite comfortably 2 or 3-1. But it's again ifs and buts really, something that we could take into when we play them later on in the season. And on the red card, I think it was Yates who got brought down by Lyle Foster, the one who scored Burnley's original second goal. I'm yet to see that back because that literally happened 7-8 minutes ago. Like, I've literally just hopped on here. So yeah, I can't really comment on that, but based on how Burnley fans are reacting from my messages and how the referee was as a whole, I'm going to assume it was a very soft red card, but I'm not sure. I can't really give my full opinion because I haven't seen it. You need to at least see something 2 or 3 times before giving a fair assessment. But yeah, overall, Burnley's second goal should never have been disallowed, but again, Man United shouldn't have had a penalty against us, and they did. So it's swings and roundabouts, it all comes around. Burnley will probably get a favourable decision at some point this season, so yeah, and we'll get shafted again, and we probably will get another favourable decision, it is. But it just shows the consistency of the officiating, because it needs to massively, massively change. But yeah, that's basically all that I've got to say. On a few of the individual performances, I think Sangare was very, very solid. He looked very good. Hudson-Odoi was unbelievable. Elanga should promise. I'm aware that he's not going to be 110% fit because he did have a knock. But yeah, it's just his pace. He adds like fear into the opposition, which again can provide openings for other players. Gibbs White did have a couple of good opportunities as well, but yeah, I'm hoping in the next couple of game weeks he can get on the score sheet or get an assist soon. But yeah, Montagnier, I think is how you pronounce his name. It wasn't his best game. I don't know why. Aurier was dropped. I'm going to take he's got some form of injury because I don't even think he was on the bench. But yeah, I don't know why Yates didn't start either, because Yates has been impeccable so far this season. But again, Mangala didn't do necessarily anything wrong. It's just he always puts in like a sort of like 6 out of 10. He's always going to be at least average. But with Yates, he's going to give his best for us. And so far this season, he's not put in a poor performance. But yeah, overall, I think I was a little bit worried about Warren McKenna at the back, and I think they did get a little bit exposed. I think maybe some people are overreacting a bit more. I didn't have an issue with Worrell because captain on the pitch, and also he put in an absolutely 10 out of 10 performance against Chelsea before the international break. And I still stand by, if we played Burnley straight after Chelsea within the next week, we would have beat them, because we would have had the high momentum. Burnley still would have been coming off the back of that 5-2 defeat to Tottenham. You know, both sides morale would have been considerably different, but going into this game it was very, very similar. But yeah, I think a point, I will very much take that based on how we played and how Burnley played. And then I think it's Brentford we've got next, I believe. I might be wrong there, but yeah, need to continue the ball rolling. So far it's not been a too bad start to the season, but yeah. That is my match review, short and sweet. Just a quick plug, I do have a second channel now. There is hopefully going to be a video there, either on Wednesday, it could be Thursday as well. I just need to actually film the video first. But yeah, it's LJP Reacts. I'm going to be reacting to all sorts of stuff on there. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, it will be linked in the description if I remember. But yeah, our social medias are linked in the description as well if you want more stuff from me. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.